Hi, I thought I'd do a video about my wood heater. This was built when the house was built. That's about 4 years ago. Hope it's not too fuzzy from me walking. Anyways, it's all built into a stone enclosure. Try to get some decent details here. This whole box, well, let's start with this door. This door is just made out of different pieces of angle iron that were welded together, stepped out. I originally had a piece of glass in here that just got to be a pain in the butt, so I took that out and just put a piece of steel in it. In the back of the heat, this firebox is about 30 inches deep and 24 inches wide. In the back of it is two grids made out of 1/2 inch black iron pipe. Firebox is made out of 8-inch channels that were welded together to form a box all the way around it. Now this firebox has this sort of a convoluted fire path, smoke path. So the fire works in the fire is built into the box, comes up around the back of the box and comes back out to the front. This is a clean out for the ductwork in the front of the stove. This is another, well, I don't have a way to show you inside there, but this is another clean out for the smokes that comes back around to the back of the box and then up through the flue, which is 30 foot long, so it draws real hard. The grid in the back of the box feeds hot water up. This is a 100-pound propane tank that feeds hot water to the upper floors. And then, if you can see it back here, this is just a full-size oxygen tank that hot water is stored in there and then feeds the bottom floors. So this is the back. Well, let me get that light. Sure, it's just kind of jumbled up here. This is the back of the firebox. Just a sheet of 1/4 inch plate welded in place. You can see the backs of the channels. So this is the pipe. This is the piping for the that feeds the tanks out of those grids. Hot water goes into the floors upstairs through the PEX and into the floors downstairs through this PEX. This boiler hasn't been used for I don't know how long, almost as long as the house was built. You just had to put it in because of the codes. Sorry about all the jumping around here. In the back of that box, this sits there over the over the back of the box. Anyways, this is just a cheap box fan, and that pushes air through the channels alongside the firebox. And that's pretty much how this thing works. That's all there really is to it. 2 pumps feed the water, so that's one draw. This fan, I think the fan draws around 100 watts, and the pumps I think draw 80 each. So not a real terrible draw. Can't really think of much else going on here. This heater, this house is about 3,000 square feet. We don't heat the whole thing to 70 degrees, but the whole house will stay with the in-floor heat, even in the rooms we don't open up. Let's stay 55 degrees, and then the main part of the house and the upstairs will stay 70 degrees with no problem with this heater. It has to run 12, 14 hours a day. And it burns hot. I guess I could show that. Well, at any rate, I don't want to get that light again, but at any rate, there are, as you can see, a hole up there where there's light, and then there's two more underneath these grids. And air from the fan will blow into there and keep that fire just stoked like crazy. There's 3 more little ports on the bottom to burn the bottom of the logs. What we really want is to keep this fire going full bore. It uses a lot of wood. I mean, there's no way around it. It's not highly efficient in that manner, but all of this stone, all the concrete around the back of the heater, underneath the heater, that's all solid concrete. And then underneath this floor is all solid, well, it was concrete and then completely filled with crushed rock. So all that heat from this stove gets stored either in these stones, in the concrete above the stove, or in below and in the sides here. So that's a tour of my heater. Thanks.